absolutely bananas. We got a very special guest in the building with us. He goes by the name of Big Drew. Drew, say what's up to the people.
What's up? How y'all doing?
When I say the art of hustle, he is the epitome of the art of hustle. You hear me? This man has an unbelievable amount of hustle inside of him. You hear me? He is absolutely determined. He does not take no for an answer. And the great thing about him is that, he didn't just become successful and forget about the community. He pours back into the community daily, and that's what we're here to talk about. Drew, tell them about, we definitely here to drop some game, that's for sure. So tell them how many LLCs you got, big dog.
I got a total of 3 LLCs and 1 corp.
3 LLCs and 1 corp. Yeah. So how did you start your LLC? For the people that don't know how to start an LLC.
Well, my first LLC, I got knowledge from different people. They told me, exactly what to do and where to go. But if I go back and remember, I went to Google it. I just Googled it and started from there. And it took me to the Georgia Secretary of State and went directly to the source and started filling out the application online. They got a lot of other third parties that come in the middle and that they'll promote and tell you come to their company and they'll get the LLC for you, but you could do it yourself. It's easy.
So you did it yourself by going to the Georgia Secretary of State.
Georgia Secretary of State, yes.
Okay.
That's how I did it.
So that's how you create your LLC.
That's how I did it. Yeah.
GeorgiaSecretaryofState.com.
That's right. That's right. Go right to the source.
Right to the source. No middleman. Nobody created it for you.
Nope. And it's simple. Long as you have everything in order, a bank account. I highly recommend you have a bank account ready because it's just you really don't have to have one, but I highly recommend it because you're going to need it.
Definitely going to need it.
But when you get your LLC, it's just it falls in place. And
so LLC business bank account.
Yep. And LLC, even if you don't have a business account, you can do it. You can do it. Start it off with a personal account, but you just got to have some type of bank account. But yeah, I highly recommend the business bank account, and the EIN comes after that. You got to make sure you have your EIN.
Steps to the business.
Yeah, but it's all simple. Anybody who can graduate high school or graduate middle school can go through the process of getting the LLC.
Okay.
It's simple.
Okay, so I noticed that you also said you had a corp or nonprofit.
Yeah, so my nonprofit is a corp.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what's the name of that?
Atlanta Kingdoms.
Atlanta Kingdoms?
Atlanta Kingdoms, yes.
Okay. What's that about?
So it's a nonprofit organization, and we're teaching black males how to open up their own business while they're in high school.
Wow.
That's the main purpose. Everybody who come through our group, they're gonna know they're gonna have their own business. Or if they don't have it by the time they graduate high school, they're gonna definitely know how to do it. And they're gonna have all the sources. We pay them for their grades. We pay everybody in our group for A's on their report card.
Oh wow.
Yes. If they.
And what's the name of this program?
It's called Atlanta Kingdoms.
How can someone that's looking for mentorship join?
You can go to AtlantaKingdoms.org, or you can go to the Instagram, which is Atlanta Kingdoms on Instagram, and send us a DM. And if you want to, like I said, we're doing it from 8th to the 12th grade right now. We're focusing on the youth, because we got a way of getting to them, Okay. And they look up to us and they listen.
Right.
That's the way to go, man. I truly believe that economics through the youth, males, is going to be a good way for us to get out of the bondage in our community. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
that's beautiful.
Definitely.
So let me ask you something. Mm-hmm. So being that you own that you own. What? How many barbershops do you own?
I own 2 barbershops.
What's the name of them?
One is called Pro Cuts, and one is called Tailor Made Cuts.
Wow.
Tailor Made Cuts is my first barbershop. I opened that back in 2005.
Wow.
Yeah, and I've been growing since, man. I feel blessed. Yeah.
17 years of business, all through
17
the
years.
pandemic and all.
Yeah, all through the pandemic. Made
All the hustle.
Yep. Pandemic has brought some different times. We, business slowed down, but a lot of businesses shut down. I know a lot of people personally who had to close their business, and I hear businesses, that I don't know personally, but I thank God I was able to survive through the struggles,
Yes, sir.
and I'm gonna continue to do that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So,
Definitely.
so you are living proof that it is possible to run more than one business, correct?
Definitely.
So you
Definitely.
don't have to put all your eggs in one basket.
Nah. Yeah, I'm a firm believer of multiple sources of income. I feel like if I only had one income, I wouldn't be living as comfortable as I am, And
How many vehicles do you have?
you know what? That's a good question, because I have a lot of vehicles that I use for business, and sometimes I don't count them as my vehicles, but then like some of the luxury ones that I use for business. When it's not out for business, yeah, I consider that mine.
Right. So what business? What business?
I got a car business, and I started off selling cars, but it's mostly now just renting. I rent them out, Turo, hire car, different all personal rentals. But yeah, I go with that because that's what's working for me as far as the car business right now.
Okay.
Sales slowed down with I guess this high inflation, But renting has been good,
Right.
Same thing with Airbnb, renting is always good. Like stay rent.
So you do Turo, Airbnb.
Yeah, definitely.
Two barbershops.
Yeah.
I mean, you was the definition of the art of hustle. So let me ask you something. So what advice would you give to like a 18-year-old kid that's trying to make it?
Save your money. Find a way to get you some money. You got to. It ain't everything, but it's a big part of what you need to survive out here. You got to have some bread to survive. I would say if you got to get a job, I would highly recommend starting your own business. But some people don't know what they want to do. So while you're trying to figure out what you're going to do, get you a job.
Right.
Get some guaranteed income, and then make some more guaranteed income with your own business. And just save money first. Always have money saved, because along that time, while you have a job, you might somebody might come to you with an investment opportunity. And if you're ready, you save. You don't have to get ready. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
You hear that?
My mother told me that at a young age. I always save my money, and by her telling me that, I never been broke.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I know I'm not saying it can't happen, but I just don't see it happening because for one, I'm blessed, but at the same time, I just always know that I got to have multiple sources of income. I always know I got to save money.
Sure.
So if I'm telling 18-year-old, I'm meet an 18-year-old, you want to know what to do, save your money, stack it, start a business, invest, repeat.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. You heard it.
Definitely.
Well, you heard it from the GOAT.
Appreciate it.
You heard it from the GOAT. And how can they find you? How can they get in contact with you if they ever need you? If they ever wanna like I said, join your program, or just get in contact with you to get some more game.
My personal Instagram is Drewmillion. In Atlantic Kingdoms is the business Instagram. We have Tailor-Made Cuts. Okay. That's the barbershop Instagram. If you want to see the cuts, see it, you know. Then I have Car Smart Auto Company. That's another one. But you know, you get directly to me. I tell you what you need to know about any of it. You know, I share whatever. I share everything I know, man. Like especially with my people. You know.
So one more question with all these LLCs. Tell them how important is credit.
Credit is definitely important, man, because credit is somebody else's money that you're using to invest in yourself. That's the way I use my credit. You know, if somebody want to loan me $100,000 and I got a business venture that's going to cost me $80,000. If I got my own $100,000 saved over here,
right,
and somebody loaned me $100,000 over here,
right,
I'm going to go with this money that these people loaned me. I'm going to use that. And if anything happened with that money, at least I still got my own
to fall back.
I got my own to fall back on. But you know, keep your name good though. Don't mess up your credit. Important. Definitely.
Credit is very important.
Definitely. Keep your name. That's all it is.
Yes, sir.
A lot of people who think, the street credit is good, that's good too, but business credit is just as better. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man.
Keep your name good.
You heard it.
Yeah.
You heard it. So I mean the great thing about credit is you get to also after you get to use that $100,000, after you pay it back, guess
they're gonna want to loan you some more. You need some more? Thank you for paying me back, man, with the interest.
You get what I'm saying? So that's how important it is to have credit, because when you have great credit, you can go into any kind of business that you want to do.
That's
you
right.
can do anything that you want to do. The sky is the limit, as you see.
That's right.
My man's got over 3 businesses right now going absolutely bananas. Man, we appreciate you for coming through, Drew, dropping some jewels off to these people, man.
I appreciate you inviting me.
Podcast, man. Keep doing your thing, man. I'm looking forward to mentoring some of those youth too as well. Yeah. And you guys, he told you guys how to get in contact with him. So just get in contact with him if you need anything. The Art of Hustle Podcast. I'm your host, Super Auto _ Auto on Instagram. Let's get it.
Yeah.